guess you guys ready to start? We're going to go with the hundreds. Tucking in the hip, push your lower back down to the floor, reach towards your heels, looking down on your belly button. In, out. In, out. I want to make sure my lower back is staying down on the floor. I'm tucking in and I'm reaching the hands towards the heels. I'm inhaling with every pump through my nose and exhaling through my mouth. You can try for 5 inhales or 3. We're just pumping the hands till we reach the 100. Don't do too small. You can actually move those arms, but the rest of the body is staying as stable as you can keep it. After the 100, take a break. You're going to stay in the same position. One leg is going to go up towards the ceiling, tucking the hips up, just stay nice and braced. You're going to have that slight external rotation on the hip. And we're going to go small circles, 10 in each direction, and then I'm going to switch to the other side. Breathe normally here, keeping your abs nice and braced, shoulder relaxed. If you feel a little popping on your hip, that means your abs are not working, so you're trying to squeeze your abs a little bit more, relaxing the shoulders. 10 in one direction, 10 in the other direction. You see I'm not rushing here, going nice and slow. Concentrate on that knee being nice and straight. You feel like your quad is working, you feel your abs working. 10 on one side, and then we go for the other side. Straight away I feel like that left knee is way harder to keep it straight. It's just a little bit tighter. I'm trying to point my toes, make it pretty, towards the ceiling. It's not for the aesthetics, I just call it pretty. It's for more engagement through front of your body as you're working on those abs that are in front of the body and that quad. I want both of them staying nice and tight. Super. 10 and 10 in each direction, and then from here bring your knees towards your chest. Lift your shoulder blades off the floor, but keep them relaxed. I'm not shrugging. Anti-shrug. Single leg stretch. You're going to extend one leg out. I'm pointing the toe. It's not in the camera, but I'm pointing it. The other one is pointed as well. Holding one leg. Switch. Make sure you breathe. You're looking down on your belly button. Shoulder blades are staying off the floor. I'm going to go for 20 switches. Nice and slow and control. Remember, you can take a break as you see fit. Super. And I'm going to go back to the same position, laying down. One leg is going to go straight out. Do I have space here with my tiny dojo? Straight to the floor. Abs are staying nice and braced. Lift up, lower. This time I'm going to flex my foot because I want to work a little bit more on my hamstrings. You see it's flexed, it's staying flexed. Just going to go up and down for 10. Shoulders are relaxed. 10, and we switch to the other side. And you will notice one side is moving a little bit easier than the other, and that's normal. You just want to have that mental note, which one is easier. Shoulders are relaxed, abs are still working. You'll feel them working. If you don't feel them working, dig in those abs with your fingers and you'll feel them working. Make sure you breathe, don't hold your breath. For 10 and 10 on each side. And then from here we're going to go over roll up. I'm just going to move my toys around because I have a lot of them. Here we go. That's what happens when you're a personal trainer for years. You got a lot of equipment. Okay, so from here I'm going to lay down on my back. My knees are straight. I'm going to dorsiflex my feet so the toes towards the shin, hands are overhead. Inhale. With exhale, hands are going forward, tucking in the chin, coming back up. Reach forward, imagine beach ball right in front of you. Rolling over that beach ball, feeling your abs working. And then inhale again with exhale. Roll down 10 times. In. 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 Make funny noises. That exhale is going to help you get up. Fantastic, 10 times. You guys know I cannot count and talk in the same time, so hopefully you've done 10. And then from here we're going to go with a double leg stretch. So I'm going to bring my knees towards my chest, lift the shoulder blades off the floor, lower back is staying down on the floor, looking down on my belly button. Inhale, hands are going to go up. Hands can go towards the ceiling or a little bit lower, but the lower back is staying down. With exhale, rounding up and bringing the knees back in, out, in, out, in, 10 times. Pointing my toes, make sure they're pointed, not flex on this one. 10 of them. Super, and then we're going to go to your side kicks. Now, for the side kicks, I need more space. You have 2 versions of setup of your arm. You already know which one you prefer, so stick with that one. The first one is supporting the head, so the arm is staying down, or you're going to go in a more side plank style, pushing yourself away from the floor so you can engage through your lat. There's 2 versions, so pick the one that you can control. Legs are slightly in front of the body, tucking in the hips. All this is staying nice and stable. I'm going to use this hand for extra support, and then from here the leg is going to travel up and down. 10 times. I'm pointing my toe again, tucking the hip. I'm going to move up a little bit here. Now I'm going to go with a small circle. I'm going to push the leg behind me and then go forward. I'm going to go this way so you can see. Right, so up and around. I want to have that leg traveling behind the other one, so I have extension of the hip, not just forward, back. 10, and then we're switching 10 in the other direction. 10 and 10. Super. You should feel your body already working. All this is staying nice and tight. Abs are staying braced. Now, when you're done, we're going to go with forward kicks. Keep pushing yourself away from the floor. I'm going to go forward, flexing my foot, and pointing when the hip's traveling back. Pay attention to the rest of your body. It's not moving. I'm not trying to move that leg too far behind me because then my whole body's traveling forward. 10 times. Okay, from here, I'm actually going to lay down on my arm, my ears on the bicep, front leg is going forward, the other leg is pointing with a toe, and I'm going to lift 10 times off the floor, nice and controlled. Feel those abs working when I'm lifting up. And after 10, I'm going to flex my foot, so toes going towards the shin, and I'm driving with a heel now. You cannot see my foot, but I'm doing it 10 times. Super. And now I can switch to the other side. Same idea. Pick the position on the arm that is comfortable for you. Feet are slightly in front of me. I'm pointing the toes, tucking in the hips. I have a bit more space here. Need work apartments, you guys know. And up and down. Lat is staying nice and tight in this position, or come down to the floor. Make sure you breathe. 10, and then we go with those circles. 10, and then circling the other direction. Abs are staying nice and braced, tucking the hip. Don't let them to travel back. Your whole body staying nice and stable, creating that tension. And then we're going to go with front kicks. I'm flexing the foot and flex and then point. Flex and then point. Ten times. I'm already feeling this good working. The leg is traveling forward. Now I'm laying down on my bicep. Here, lifting to the bottom leg 10 times with a pointed toe. And then I'm going to flex, and I'm lifting up with a flex foot, driving with the heel. 10 of these. Super, and then take a break. We're going to go on all fours. In the all fours position, the hands are right on the shoulder, knees right on the hip. So not here, it's going to be harder to hold. Pretty compact. My nose is over the longest finger of my hand. I'm going to inhale. With exhale, I'm going to push the floor away and tuck in the hips under me. Head is just hanging. Keep pushing. Keep squeezing through your glutes. Inhale. Hold for 5 breaths. Trying to find those abs. 5 breaths and relax. We're going to do it again. This time, I'm going to go to the top of that position, finding the top of my abs, and then I'm going to lift the left hand off the floor and hold it for 5 breaths. We're only doing it with the left hand, not the right. Here, same idea, right? Inhale, with exhale, finding my abs, squeezing. Inhale, with exhale, lift up. Make sure you're not losing your abs. If you lose your abs, come back down. Hold for 5. 5.
take a break. This one is a lot of fun, only doing with left hand coming off the floor. Okay, last one. You will need a pillow or a little Pilates ball for this one. And we're going to use the wall. So what I'm going to do, there's not going to be a lot of going on in this. You can't see a lot, but listen what I'm saying. Hope you can hear me well. Okay, 90 degrees in a hip, 90 degrees in a knee. I'm going to put the ball right between my knees so I can gently squeeze it. Gently, I'm not trying to squeeze it too hard. Gently squeeze it. I'm going to inhale. With exhale, I'm going to push my heels into the wall and down so I can feel my hamstrings firing. That's 1. 2, inhale. And with exhale, I'm going to tuck in the hips and lift the hips off the floor, but my lower back is staying down. My abs are just slightly working. They don't have to be super tight on this. Once you get those 2, 3, inhale. With exhale, we're going to drag the left femur towards the left hip socket. And keep squeezing the ball. You'll see that my left knee is now lower than my right one because I'm trying to drive this femur into the socket. I feel my left butt cheek working so much on this. I'm holding this for about 5 breaths. I'm all shaking. Not trying to create a lot of tension to the shoulder or the abs. It's all the lower body. And then relax. You can try it again. Squeeze the ball, inhale. With exhale, push your heels into the wall and down, hamstring tight. Inhale. With exhale, tuck in your hips. So the hips are off the floor, lower back is staying down. Keep squeezing the ball. Inhale. With exhale, drive the left femur, only the left one, down towards the socket, like you're trying to touch the left butt cheek to the floor. You will see the left knee now is lower than the other one. Squeezing the ball, holding this position for 5 breaths. Low intensity, don't shrug your shoulders, relax your abs, and relax. Well, if that wasn't fun, I don't know what is.